Hello and welcome back to Fallout 76. Today I am on the public test server to have a look at the auto axe. So we just got an update to the PTS and this is the patch notes, or at least a section of the patch notes, and melee weapons got a buff. It looks like almost every single melee weapon here. Now everything in this list, I'm not going to go through every single one because it looks like it covers pretty much everything, but every one of these things is a buff, but there are a couple of exceptions to that. So the Zweihander got, I would say it got a sideways adjustment. So it went from 85-45 to 64-64. So that's basically an even split and it works out to like 2 points less of damage. So I'm guessing it's going to feel the same, but that is just a guess. I haven't tried it. But the one that'll probably make the biggest news is right here, the auto axe. It went from 31 to 24 base damage, and that is a 22.5% decrease, which is pretty sizable. Now, the auto axe has been the top performer in terms of melee weapons. And so when I saw this big of an adjustment, it had me wondering how it feels now compared to how it felt before, because before it was just, a monster. And I haven't tested this at all. I'm going to go into this blind because I don't want to have a preconceived idea before I record of how it's actually going to perform. So this is the auto axe that I carry around. It is actually not legendary. It is just modded with the electrified mod. So this is my melee character. I do have slugger perks. They're not all maxed out. I have rank, 3, 2, and 1. So it's not all maxed out. Typically that doesn't matter. The auto axe electrified mod actually does benefit from the science perks, but I don't really have room for that. So we're going to run without them. And I also have hack and slash for those times when I use it in VATS. And I do have twisted muscles, which will give me extra melee damage. And I'm using Tasty Mutant Hound Stew for extra melee damage and Deathclaw Wellington for extra strength, which translates into extra melee damage. I'm also wearing a full set of Thorn armor, so that'll give a little bit of bleed damage. I'm not sure how much that'll play into it, because typically stuff dies quicker than the bleed damage can take hold. So obviously this is not a maxed out character. I don't have, I'm not playing low health, so I don't get the benefit from unyielding. I don't have all of the slugger perks maxed out. I have them, most of the way there. And I'm not getting that big benefit from unyielding. And I'm not using the science perks. Because this was plenty strong before without all of the help from those things. And so I kind of wanted to see if it's still just fine without all the help from those things. Obviously these are just run-of-the-mill enemies, so shouldn't be a problem. Let's see how we do in VATS. Okay, I mean, still, it seems like a pretty quick time to kill so far. I think the biggest difference people will notice, I'm guessing, will be bosses. That's where you notice regular enemies are still going down. Let's see how we do against this guy. So, yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, they're fairly tanky. So I missed a gutsy up top. All right, finally got back to him. No problem at all. I mean, I will say so far, it doesn't really feel all that different than it does in the live version of the game. So far so good. But yeah, against a boss that has just a mountain of health, I'm sure that it will be noticeable in terms of killing stuff, because right now this is kind of a boss melting weapon. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why it was changed, just because it is outperforming pretty much everything else by a lot. Let's see, another one here. So yeah, VATS or no, I mean, I do use hack and slash a lot. I do play VATS melee typically, but with something like this, the time to kill is so quick that VATS just seems like you really don't need it. You just run and, run and attack and they're dead. So far, to me, this doesn't feel any different, but probably wouldn't expect it to against this level of enemy. So yeah, so far so good. Normally I like to go through Huntersville, but let's try something just a little different today. It's still super mutants, of course. You have to test against super mutants. I think that's mandatory if you're testing any kind of weapon to kill a bunch of super mutants. So far so good. These are obviously not max level. And so we've got some mutant hounds. I should play this in third person, but I find that it just bugs out too much. But we'll give it a go, see what happens. Well, okay, that worked. Okay, that actually seemed like it might have been a little quicker using it. And, wow, okay. Actually, third person maybe is a little stronger. Is that a thing? I honestly don't use these weapons enough to know the right way to do it. I know that they bug out in third person, at least they do for me, but so far this seems, there we go. A little bit of a delay while you pull the trigger and wait, but everything here dying very easily. So Snallygasters tend to be a little bit on the tanky side. At least they tend to have a lot of health. So let's see how that, no, not really much of a problem there. Once the auto axe decides to start chewing up, it does okay. I thought I saw movement over here. Oh, right, there it is. They blend in so well with they're the same color as the environment, but, hello. Okay, there's a case where it doesn't want to go. There we go. Once it gets going, it seems to be fine, just sometimes it doesn't want to go. It wants to just, take a nap. Maybe that's because I was running and stopped and whatever, but yeah, this is, all right, let's find something tankier. I see a red dot. There we go. Level 75 Mirelurk King, and yep, not a problem at all. All right, then we've got a Mirelurk Queen. Let's just run in and meet her and just see how we do against her. Good damage number. She's level 100. Okay. Problem with this is sometimes it gets stuck and it doesn't want to do any kind of damage. There we go. But once we get going, yeah, she'd shoot. Oh, I have a broken something. Leg. There we go. It seemed to work fine in terms of damage, just has some starts and stops there, just kind of the nature of the weapon, but overall that was pretty decent, I think. Alright, so Scorch Beasts tend to have just a mountain of health, and if I can get it to land, my terrible aim, hopefully we can, one of those connected with a wing, whoops. There we go. Alright, we got a crippled wing, so that should be something we get to deal with any minute. Oh, it's gonna land over here, alright. Of course, why would it land near me? It's gonna land over here. All right, let's see how we, oh jeez, what an awkward spot. Let's see, that's doing its thing. Wow, okay, that was, okay, that was quick. That was not a problem at all, wow. Well, and there you go. I don't think the auto axe is ruined. I think it's still extremely strong. Keep in mind, this is a non-legendary version. So what I did here could be made a whole lot stronger, and to me it doesn't really feel like it needs to be. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit one of the buttons, and I hope you'll join me in the next one. Thank you very much.